Good morning, y'all. I am tired. I am ready to go back to bed. I had to turn the AC off so y'all can hear me good. I did not want to get up this morning. Oh, I do not want to go to work this morning, but it is a short week. It is the 4th of July week, so therefore I don't have a full 5-day week, which is great for me because I don't feel like going to work. I thought about calling out today, but I gotta save as much time as possible for when everything happened with Bio Dad, because I'm gonna be in California for like a week. So I gotta do that. So yeah. Y'all, I've been trying to get my face right, and it's actually, I don't know, this weekend working. I think now that it's hot, how many times a day do y'all wash your face? I know that sounds very random, but I think because it's hot, I need to start washing my face multiple times. Because I washed my face, I want to say, twice yesterday. I washed my face when I first got up, and then after I got done running errands, going walking, all that stuff, and I took a shower, I washed my face again. And y'all, my face was dirtier this second time I washed my face, and I was like, damn, I just washed my face. Why is it oh so dirty? So, and then this morning it was dirty again. So I'm like, damn, do I need to, like right now I'm washing it in the morning. I may need to wash it when I get off work. But like, I don't have to do all the steps that I'm currently doing. Just do like wash and moisturize the other 2 times. But I think that I need to start washing my face multiple times because, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Why was my face so dirty? And I feel like maybe because it's hot, that's why it's like that. But I don't know. I didn't finish. Well, I did finish separating the laundry. I just didn't put all of it up because I don't really have a reason why. I don't have a reason why. I just didn't put all of it up. Oh, no, I do got a reason why. I was mother freaking tired. Okay? I had to, I went live last night. And y'all, last night was so much fun. We had some technical difficulties. My headphones broke. So with them being broke, it was, he ain't even plugged them headphones back up like I asked him to. My headphones broke, so at first we thought we wasn't going to be able to play with the music, but we ended up playing anyway. And we had a ball, y'all. We had fun to the point where they did not even want me to get off. They was like, it was like 10:30, 10:45. They like, do you got to get off? Like, why you want to get off? And I'm like, y'all, I am tired, okay? I done had a long weekend. I'm sorry, y'all. We coming over here to my desk, to my little corner, because I got to do my hair. I put a wig on yesterday, and I gotta do my hair today. That's another thing. Why I put this damn wig on? I should have been bald head this week because I just don't feel like it. I know. I'm only wearing a wig because I'm going to work. Because for the 4th of July, I am not wearing no damn wig. I'm sorry. Not doing it. Can't do it. It's too damn hot. It's too hot outside. I'm sorry. And we're going to be, I don't know. I think we most likely going to be in Georgia with my family. Because his family got a family reunion Saturday. I'm going to be at the movie. I don't know if he's going to the family reunion. Knowing him, he probably not. Because even at the birthday party, he was like, we should have just stayed home. He do not like going nowhere. He like to be in the house. He don't like to go nowhere. And sometimes they get on my nerves because I used to be outside. I think that's another thing that be going wrong because I changed a lot for him. But, of course, he didn't do the same because he do the things that he did. But I changed a lot for him. Like when he first met me, I was a party girl. I used to make him go to the bar with me and stuff. Like I don't really like clubs. I never really liked clubs, but I used to go to clubs back then. I used to make him go with me to the club when we first got together. I used to have him outside, and I think that's why he liked me, because I was different. Because I used to have him outside. We used to have fun. Like I'm talking about when we first started talking. I told y'all we met online. First of all, let me give y'all the story of me and my husband. Okay, we met online. Let's say it was 2013, 2014-ish. We met online. And we was talking. First he inboxed me. We was on POF, Plenty of Fish. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all probably still on there. Right now it's a hunching site. It's a site for people to just meet up and just hunch. Okay. Yeah, but back then it was a dating site. Like people actually were looking for love, I guess you can say. But it also was a hunching site, because a lot of people on there just wanted, you know, they had on their option just looking for friends. They really was looking for people to hunch on. And I was just on there because I wanted something different. I was dating thugs. Like the dude I was messing with at the time when I got on the website, he was a thug. Like I'm talking about big gangster. I'm talking about, I did not know. Dang, it's 6:30 already. I gotta go turn my alarm off. I'm talking about big gangster, y'all. This man actually is crazy. I ain't even exaggerating. This man is really low-key crazy as hell. And I used to be into that. I don't know why I used to be into that, but I used to be into that. You hear me? Can't nobody tell me nothing about my gangsters. I love me a little thug dude. I hear the alarm. Oh, here it go. That's a fact. I ain't gonna put it on charger. I need to put my phone on charger. I ain't charged it last night. Anyway, the dude I was messing with before my husband, he was a thug. I'm talking about, I used to have a preference, okay? I still do. I like tall men. If you tall, you gotta be a certain height to ride this ride. That was always my saying. You got to be a certain height to ride this ride, or baby, I don't want nothing to do with you. And the thug dude, he was chocolate like I liked him. Oh, he was bow-legged. He was older than me. I didn't know he was older than me. I actually met him in a club one night. But yeah, I used to like thugs. I'm talking about this man, since I've been with my husband, the ex-dude been in jail a lot. Like, I want to say he back in jail now. Like, he ain't learned his lesson. He's still a thug. Anywho, he too old for that. Because I'm talking, he was like 11 years older than me. But we didn't know. Like, I was 21 or something like that at the time. And he was 32. But we didn't find out till later. Like, we met at the club. We kicked it off. We was chopping it up. And this is what I mean when I say people don't ask a lot of questions. Because we didn't ask a lot of questions. Like, legit, we met at the club. Hit it off. We was chilling. We was, you know, he came, brought me lunch the next day at work. Like, all this stuff. And I didn't ask no questions to see that this man had 5 kids and 4 baby mamas. Like, that's why I don't date people with kids. I asked, I was like, from there I learned my lesson. I was like, I'm going to ask a bunch of questions, because ain't no way I just put myself in a situation like this. Anywho, I was talking to that dude, and then I was talking to a couple other dudes. I had a couple of dudes. Like, oh yeah, I was talking to a couple dudes. Anywho, met my husband online. He hit me up, and he seemed like a nice dude. Like, he had on his little profile logger. I was like, what the fuck is a logger? That just seems so, you know, blue collar. Like, what is a logger? Okay, so he was hitting me up. He hit me with the, hey beautiful, how you doing? I ain't like that, because I was in the thugs. I was like, ugh. So I had ignored him for a minute. He just kept, hey beautiful, how you doing? Hey, you know, how you doing? I hope your day went well, blah 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 blah. And I was like, ugh, like, sir, you too nice. Like, come in here and call me a B word. I don't know, my mother used to tell me I like dudes that'll call me a B word. I don't know why, but that's what she used to tell me. Anywho, I finally gave in and started talking to him. And then I was like, after a couple weeks or a couple months, I don't really know how long it was, but I was like, you know what? I am about to delete this app. So with me deleting this app, let's exchange numbers. He had been asked me for my number, and I was like, no at first. Cause I don't know, I ain't really like the little. I mean, I ain't nothing wrong with online, cause I did meet a couple people online, but I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what the issue is. So, gave him my number. We started texting. We was texting for a couple weeks before we even talked on the phone. And I was like, you a cat? Then we started talking on the phone. And I was like, you a catfish? Like, we asked each other 1,000,001 questions, because I used to play what I call a questions game, which I asked, like, do you like this or that? Do you prefer this or that? Like, just the conversation started to get to know the person. What's your favorite color? You know, just small little questions or whatever. I was like, I'm going to do it different this time. So then I was like, are you a catfish? And then we started video chatting. And then, eventually I went to go get him because his car was messed up. His truck was messed up. So I, with my crazy tail self, came all the way from Augusta, Georgia to South Carolina to come get him. And when I came and got him, everything, we was together ever since. Literally, like literally one weekend I came and picked him up from South Carolina. And then every weekend after that, I was coming to get him. Like every single weekend. And then before we even met each other. No, I think we was already talking to each other or something like that. I don't remember. But I had gotten into a car accident. I had got some money from a car accident. So I used that money from the car accident to move out here. But I had already had plans to move out here. But a lot of people don't know. Like the dude that I was talking to, the crazy one. Me and him was supposed to move out here, but we never moved out here because I didn't want to move nowhere with him. Because, sir, you're crazy. You got too many kids and too many baby mamas. There's too much drama going on. You're a gangster. I don't want to live this gangster life anymore. So I was already planning on moving to Columbia, South Carolina. I was supposed to move with him. Then I was supposed to move with my friends. But then it just never went the way it was supposed to went because everybody be playing. They wasn't really trying to move. They wasn't really trying to move. They was playing with me. So I was like, okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna move. So, got the little lump sum of money. I paid all my moving fees. Got my little U-Haul truck. 'Cause I had my own place at the time. I had a 5-bedroom house and an apartment. Because I had an apartment because my mama's friend. No, I had an apartment because the apartment was mine. I had the house because my mama's friend was a truck driver. And he needed somebody to house sit his house. And I ain't had to pay no bills in the house. I just had to pay the light bill. So I had a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. And I also had my little 1-bedroom apartment that I was holding on to. Yeah. So then eventually I got rid of the apartment and just stayed at the house. And then I moved to Columbia, South Carolina. And I was able to save up money because I only had a light bill at that house once I let the apartment go and everything. So yeah. Anywho, moved out here. And yeah. And then from living out here, we was out here for like a year. And then we moved back to Augusta. We was out in Augusta for like a year. And then we moved back here when I was pregnant with Maddie. Yeah, we moved back here when I was pregnant with Maddie. And we've been here ever since. Well, no, we didn't move back here when I was pregnant with Maddie. Well, yeah, no, we did technically. It was the end of my pregnancy, but I was pregnant with Maddie. Yeah, it was the end. Like I was like 8.5 months pregnant. I remember because the doctor out here wouldn't take me because they said I was too far along. So I had to go all the way back to Augusta to go have her. And then once I left the hospital, me and her came back out here. And we've been out here ever since. We did eventually, at one point, we moved to Atlanta for, honestly, it was like a month. We went to go stay with my sister, but her husband lied. Like, they lied and said they had everything lined up. And my husband was like, I'm not coming out here sitting on my ass waiting for a job when I just left a job. So he called his job back and was like, yeah, I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm not staying out here. I know we were supposed to move to Atlanta, but I got a wife, I got a kid, and I can't be out here with no money, so I'm coming back. And his job had let him come back. So he came back, he found us a place, and then me and the kids came back. Nope. We actually was homeless for a while. He came back. He was staying with his dad before he passed. Not his biological dad, but the brother and sister daddy that raised him. He was staying with his dad. And then the dad was like, where's Maisha and Maddie? Like, tell them to bring their ass back out here. So then we were staying with his dad. We were staying with his dad. Well, first we were staying in a hotel. Then we were staying with his dad. Nope, I'm lying. That wasn't the order. We were staying in the hotel at first because we had got scammed out of a house. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Do I got time to tell that story? I'm gonna make it short. We was supposed to be, we was living in the trailer park, and then we wanted to buy a house. We wanted to rent a home, but we didn't know nothing about it. So I met this lady who had an in-home daycare, and with her in-home daycare, you know, me and her became cool because she was watching Maddie while I went to work. At the time, remember I told you I was working for Medicaid. I was working for Medicaid. Wasn't really making no money, so you know, it was going to be hard to get approved for a house. So she was like, you know, I got another house or whatever. Her boyfriend was in the military, so they was living in the military house, which is a nice big house. But she had a house that she bought before she met her boyfriend, that she just had empty, just sitting there, and she was paying bills at both places. She was paying bills at her boyfriend's house, and then she was paying her bills at her house. And she was like, yeah, well, you know, me and him getting married, because she was pregnant at the time. She was like, yeah, me and him getting married, so you know, we're not, it's no need for us to have that house. And I'm like, okay, bet, we can use it. It was a little 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. The yard was small, but it was okay because it was just us and Maddie, right? Y'all, we got in this house. We was living good. This house was in the Summit. Anybody who know Columbia, South Carolina, you know the Summit is like the nice part of town. So we was like living life. We was being bougie, okay? We lived in the Summit. We had a nice house. We had HOA fees. We thought we was the shit, okay? Then all of a sudden, her and him started getting into it, and then she started sending me messages like, oh, I need my house back. The fuck you mean you need your house back? Oh, I'm leaving him. I need my house back. What you mean? You can't just kick nobody out like that. Come to find out, in South Carolina, you definitely can. You can. The landlord can put you out. All they got to do is just give you a 30-day notice and you got to go. Even if it's not eviction. Because South Carolina is an at-will state. So that goes for jobs. Jobs can fire you for no reason. And landlords, this is a landlord state. If that landlord wants you out their house, all they got to do is give you a 30-day notice. And really, depending on the situation, they really only got to give you a 7-day notice. So she ended up giving us she told us she needed a house back. That rubbed me the wrong way. And it was around the time of Maddie's birthday. And I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I was a coward. I was a coward. I lied to that lady and told that lady we wasn't having a party. But in my defense, we really wasn't about to have a party because money was funny. A lot of people was canceling. We didn't know what we was going to do. But then we end up, he ended up making Maddie's birthday cake himself, my husband. He ended up making Maddie, well, no, he made cupcakes. And we went and bought this little slate thing, and we put them on the thing in the shape of a number 2, because it was her second birthday. Anyway, we told her we wasn't having a party. We ended up having a party anyway. She felt some type of way that she was uninvited, so then she really wanted us out the house. But I'm like, girl, I don't want to be around you because you being weird. Like, you can't, I have a kid, and you can't keep trying to make me feel like I'm about to be homeless with my kid. Like, that's my biggest fear. I was homeless as a teenager with the stuff I was going through with my mother. Being homeless with my child is a no-no for me. That's like a big trigger for me. Like a really big trigger for me. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not having it. So she really felt some type of way. So then she gave us a 30-day notice. And instead of me trying to fight it and trying to argue about it, like, I think I still got the messages in my phone, y'all, from her trying to, like, really scamming us out the house. Oh, I need my house back. And then she, like, not even just that she need her house back. She started asking us for extra money because we didn't know till we moved in that she was already behind on the mortgage. So she had us pay the deposit in the first month. That still wasn't enough to catch her up. She was like sending me messages like, oh, the mortgage company saying they gonna foreclose the house if I don't pay at this amount and that amount. And I'm just like, I would have never left my cozy little apartment. Like, we was living in a trailer. I would have never left there had that lady not played in our face like that. Like, why would you do that? Then I get over here and all of a sudden you got all these damn problems with this house and the mortgage company and all this. Like, girl, you doing a lot. And I got a baby. Like, and this is my first kid. So, you know, I'm like really extra, like really like, oh no, what's going on? Please don't, you know. I was very like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it at all. So, yeah, we ended up moving to a hotel. And the hotel was too expensive, so I ended up talking to my sister, and then we moved to Atlanta. We moved to Atlanta, and we was there for like, I want to say, because, yeah, all this happened in August. We was gone by September 1st or the end of August, because we had Maddie's birthday party. Maddie's birthday August 11th. And I remember we went to the circus that year. We was gone, I want to say we was gone either by the last weekend in August or the first weekend in September. We went to go stay in a hotel for a little bit, and we thought we was going to be able to save money once we left, but we was young and dumb. We didn't know. We was like literally early 20s. Like, we didn't fucking know. We didn't know no better. We thought we was going to be able to save money. Hotel eating up all our money. We couldn't save a dime. So with that being said, us not being able to save a dime, it was like, okay, what are we about to do? So that's when we left and went to Atlanta, and then he came back within like a month, and then my father-in-law was like, tell her to come here with that baby. So then we came back here, and we've been back in South Carolina ever since, okay? And I learned from a lot of my mistakes, because back then I didn't know nothing about buying no house. I didn't know nothing about nothing. Like, we was literally just winging it. And I do want to address a comment. That was literally the story of my marriage. And then literally, like, we done had some hard times. Like, we stayed with my father-in-law, then we got another place. We got the other place. And then my father-in-law passed after like a year or so. I got pregnant with Bryson. No. I got pregnant with Bryson while we were staying at my father-in-law's house. Then we ended up moving into our own place. Ended up having Bryson, and right before Bryson's first birthday, my father-in-law passed. And then we gave up the house we was in, and we moved up here with my sister-in-law. We was all shacked up in one little place, like me, her. Was it me, her, Maddie, and Bryson? It was me, her, Maddie, and Bryson. Yeah. And we stayed in with her for a little bit until our house was ready, and we've been in our house for the past 3-4 years. Woo! I said that to say this. It's always a journey, but you're going to get to where you're going. Because, baby, it was a journey for us. It was a journey. A journey that I didn't see us making it through, because it was hard. I thought back then was hard. But, see, that's the thing. Why our relationship always been hard? Like, we always had some trials and tribulations to go through. And I know that's life. But it's like you see people just living their best life and living these great, lavish, luxury lives. And I'm just like, why we always got to struggle? Like, why do we always have to struggle? And I be trying to figure out, like, is it because we not supposed to be together? But I need to stop saying stuff like that. I don't know. But that's the story of me and my husband. But throughout it all, we've been together. We've always had each other back. We always, you know. Whew. That was the story of my husband. Now, somebody commented, my girl commented, she said, I need to let my husband do overtime. I want to say that it's not that I stop him from doing overtime. It's just that we don't have the support we need to have. If I have something to do, which I do, I have the movie on the weekends, he can't work overtime because the only time he's willing to, he don't want to stay after work late. He can stay after work late if he want to. I actually just found that out this weekend when we was at the birthday party. He told somebody that people be staying there at 7 o'clock at night. Well, sir, if you get off at 4, why don't you at least stay till 5 when I get off? That's 5 extra hours a week that you can get, but he chooses not to, so that's on him. The only day he want to do overtime is Saturdays, but Saturdays I have the movie, and I know this may sound selfish, but I'm not going to stop doing the movie just for him to do overtime. I understand the movie is not paid, and I'm not getting paid for it. However, it's for me to get my foot in the door to eventually be able to make the big bucks, and the big bucks is what's gonna get us out the hood. Like, so I don't want to not go to the movie. Plus, I only got 1 more month of the movie. Literally, the month of July will be done. We done filming at the last weekend in July, and I'm done after that. So, yeah, he could do overtime, or he can do it after work. It's up to him. But it would be, if he really wanted to do overtime, he would just do it after work. Ooh, y'all know this not the same wig. This is a different wig. This is a different wig. This not the wig that the bug was in. Completely different wig. But this I don't know, these flat irons ain't hot enough for what? Because, baby, I need y'all baking. I mean, you did what you're supposed to do, but I need to trim this off. Yep. And get ready for work. And I gotta cook breakfast this morning because I'm not going to work hungry. Not doing it because I was hungry all last week. I cooked breakfast last week, but I was still hungry. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoy my story time for the day. I didn't really have a lesson in that. I did have a lesson in that. My lesson was, you're gonna go through some things, but just know that it's okay. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. And it may seem like you keep being knocked down and knocked down and knocked down, but eventually you're going to get up and you're going to get to where you're going. I know that sounds crazy, like Maya. I am tired of being knocked down. I know, cause I'm tired. I told y'all I thought my life was smooth sailing from here. Just keep going up, level 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 up. Hey, all this sauce is so yummy. Ooh, all this sauce is so yummy. So yes, I thought that's what we was doing, y'all, but apparently that's not what we doing, because they don't want us to do it. So nah, they don't want us to do it. But y'all, we gonna level up. We gonna elevate. It's our time to do it now. And it's never too late to elevate. I want to talk about that. It is never too late to elevate. I seen a few months ago not even like a month ago, it was like an 88-year-old man graduating college. It's never too late to elevate. So let's do it together. That's what this channel is about. It's about us growing and elevating in all aspects of our lives and putting us first. Yeah, you're a mom, but bump them kids. Yeah, you're a wife, but bump that man. Figure out who you are, figure out what you like, and let's go from there. That's what we're doing together. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. Y'all have a great day.